Hello everyone and welcome back to the Ironside cast. Me, Matt. We have one for you all here on the Burning Village. A map not a normal YouTube 2 map, but it's a 1v1 today. We have a lot of things like we have this little trench network up on the hill here. We have a windmill over here. Another trench network over here. And also some more trenches. It looks like there's a lot of trench networks around the areas around the village. And then you have the village in the center here, which is very destroyed. It's a very nice looking map in my opinion. Anyway, we're on the Eastern Front. Let's go for the players. Representing the service today, we have Manolo, or Manolom, I suppose it is. We'll just call them Mano. Not a command church yet. Representing the Germans today, we have Lennerstrator gave it Slafdivision for the Wehrmacht. Looks like the Wehrmacht is sending a lot of desperate forces here to try and hold this line. This destroyed, burned out village here. Not burning, it's still burning there. Village to try and keep the Soviets at bay from advancing sometime late in the war, probably. So the Soviets just slowly advancing and prodding the area. They'll probably pick a commander as soon as they see what the Germans have done. It's a very detailed map. I quite like this one a lot by the looks of it. I think it's the first time I'm casting it, though. I might have cast it before years ago, but I don't remember. It's also not a victory point game, by the way, so this could drag on for a while, but these are potentially very good players, both of them, so this could be very intriguing to see. Two very experienced players fighting each other. And take it nice and slowly, being very cautious with their movements. You don't know when you'll encounter the enemy, and this is a 2v2 map, so it's a lot of terrain to cover for two players. It'll be a while until they have properly encountered, but I think the Pioneers are going to encounter the Sappers shortly. I was trying to get around down here to the fuel point. And well, the Pioneers are digging in, but they've spotted the Sappers. Already losing a member there. First shot's been fired. Meanwhile, up here, the Grenadiers encounter some Sappers, but have to pull back. I think the Sappers will win out in that engagement, though, because they got the first good shots on. Plus, they have a very good angle with heavy cover here. Well, the Pioneers are a little bit all over the place right now.
MG squad awaiting orders.
Here, the Grenadiers are meanwhile having a firefight with some conscripts. So the Sappers could move to flank against the Grenadiers. That's not happening yet. And the Grenadiers have also sent a squad into their town now. Oh, excuse me. I'm coughing a little bit here. I just ate recently. Let me just drink some soda. Okay, this very nice raspberry soda here. Very fresh. Helps me a little bit during the summer here. Meanwhile, the Hunters are still having a fight over the Grenadiers here. But I'm not sure the Grenadiers can just win long enough here. You see an MG-34 being rushed up here by the Wehrmacht as well. Looks like it's heading to the northern flank. Max inside the structure, but gets hit by a rifle grenade, which did a lot of damage to it actually. This is a bank. Well, it's certainly a larger building here in the town. Pioneers have, not Pioneers, the Grenadiers have to pull back. MG-34 meanwhile is trying to get shots in the conscripts. That was remaining back there to hold. Oh, excuse me. That's better. But the Sappers are remaining up here by the looks of it, which allows the conscripts to be suppressed now. And he's trying to get around the flank, but they're being shot at by another Max being rolled up here. Also, the medic team prepared here by the Soviet Union. And he's been forced to the ground, but they popped the smoke grenade. Will buy them some time. MG-34 is trying to rush up behind this down Stuka. But the Sappers are in a position to flank. So that might potentially happen. Another machine gun going for the center here, another MG-34 I think. Now Grenadiers are suffering some losses, they have to pull back. MG-34 opens fire in this conscript squad. So it looks like the Soviets have the flanks here with the fuel points, but it does look like the Germans will secure the central road in the town. That was trying to go around the flank here on both sides. And 34 is just turning around though. Laying out a fuselage of bullets towards the Sabers. Will not be able to stay unsuppressed for long, I'd wager. But Maximus rushing up now, taking the chance. And 34 is in very big trouble now. Yep, already suppressing the MG-34. Looks like the Junkers, the Stuka here, is covering a little bit for the Germans. The Pioneers are trying to assault, the Sabers have to pull back. But MG-34 in the town now being suppressed by another Maxim. Lots of machine gun movement here for both sides. The Surge still have the upper hand when it comes to machine gun movement. The Maxim is a lot more maneuverable. Well, I say that, and then that happens where they move a little bit around, and then maybe if it gets time, you can fire them. MG-34 armed the Grenadiers moving in, now with an LMD variant, which the Germans can get if you're playing a staff division with 100 rounds. Pretty good upgrade for the Grenadiers, I'd say. Savage getting up here, tossing a grenade. Able to dodge it. They put it inside the structure again. I have to reload the MG-34, which gives the Soviets a little bit of time. Then opens fire again and starts mowing them down. But the Grenadiers can stay there for much longer. The Maxim is just hitting them very hard. One will get out of that structure soon. Ah, too late. They dropped the MG-34 back at the door. The Germans can recover the machine gun.
Grenadiers reporting.
If they realize it dropped. Because they might not know that.
Einsatzbereit.
We have four hosts the northern flank here. They're fairly easy. Still don't have a command choice yet for the Soviet Union. The first units of Straftruppen are being prepared now, some German penal troopers. Grenadiers have dug in. MG-34 on the ground there, which I think the conscripts spotted. Well, that's an MG-34 for the conscripts to use now. There'll certainly be a problem here for the Grenadiers. But still, the conscripts in this building needs to get out of there. There's too much accurate fire coming their way. They can certainly make use of that gun. And yes, trying to move up. Moving from structure to structure. Trying to lay down more fields of fire. I feel the Maxims will still have the upper hand in these engagements. Because the Maxim is a heavy machine gun after all. It's laying down a lot of fire. Very quickly, as you can see. Another MG-34 coming up here. 2-2 is being prepared. Oh, well, 2-2-1 at this point. Right here, it's going to become a 2-2 very quickly. So it's focusing everything on the MG-34. One right grenade there. Almost takes out the Maxim team. Big Maxim team needs to go out there. So it's a grenade station here to operate from, where they can replenish their numbers. And treat their wounded. There's lots of rifle bullets are just being fired across the street here. The Germans are still suffering a lot of losses. Straftruppen tries to get around the flank, but got suppressed. Won't be able to get any further. And there goes the penal troopers.
We are losing Soldaten.
And the 2-2-1 is on the move. They can't suppress the 2-2-1 though, which means they will be able to fire. But they're using it for cover. They're trying to get close for Gebadeladung. The Gebadeladung has been tossed. Denying the structure entirely. It's on fire. With the name of Burning Village. Well, one Grenadier squad still doing pretty good up there. We also have Scott Ketten who are arriving on the field now, the German military police. Here to oversee the front line. Because once it's still not going to be going 2-2-2 yet. Because they're not wanting to spend those munitions at the moment. This one is still reliable with its machine gun though, but it's not the same as an autocannon.
We need orders!
The Germans are being replenished back at the base. The Kenton Hunter is ready to head out here now, being equipped with some Sturmgewehrs. So it's meanwhile fortifying their position. They brought up a anti-tank team to be inside one of the structures. Truck also now arriving to help the Soviets replenish. Have supplies in the front line. Also made a little bit of a hole in defense here. You can get through a lot easier. But the Soviets are going to operate from this area. We also see a baby tiger being prepared by the Staff Division. A unique form of the Panzer II. Only they can get that. It's very up-armored, actually. With 80mm of frontal armor, which is pretty heavy for a light tank, I think. Which is also why it has the nickname of the baby tiger. But only Staff Division gets it. It's a very unique little variant of the Panzer II. Here it comes. It's quite slow for a Panzer II, though. But because of all the extra armor, it's a lot of extra weight. Oh, 2 got hit. Oh, well, 2 got hit by an anti-tank rifle. So he will be able to get out of there, though. So it's not gonna hunt it. At least not this time.
Waiting for your command.
So it's slowly spreading further out, having secured most of the town.
You need something
The
demolished.
Panzer II is slowly driving up. Encountering the Soviet forces. Oh, good shot, though, from the anti-tank team. They might actually be able to take out the Panzer II. I think they suspected that they thought that the Panzer II would hold up a little bit better. It's still holding up despite being very damaged there from the first few shots. Internet is pushing up. And the sweep of smoke. More grenades are being used here. And the tank on the team is in trouble. And the 2 remains operational. As long as the Panzer 2 remains operational, though, it can pull back the repairs. And the 2 has been repaired. Using the exact same cannon as the Panzer 2, I think. It's just a lot more maneuverable and less armored. The Soviets are bringing up a Sis gun as well. Probably because they need to bring up some more Stalag AT for to help with this. The 2's on the move though. Hank on the team is still around. And 2's also laying in some fire with its also cannon at range. You see also cannons being used here. They're doing a pretty good job of it. Building collapses there and some more Soviets die. 2's getting close with this horse cannon opening fire rapidly. And cleans out another building. Ancons are moving up though.
Our infantry can now rush into the enemy line.
Getting a good side shot there to 222. Gets cleared out. We also have a Lieutenant here from the Wehrmacht now overseeing the front line. And we're having grabbed an MG-34 off the ground for his squad. But while this is going on, the Pioneers have taken control of the flanks. Soviets are focused too much in the town, I think. I mean, bottleneck thanks to the Panzer II showing up. It's a very good assault there from the Lennox. The T-476 is being prepared here. Still no command shots from the Soviets. They're still waiting on... Oh, speaking of commander, they pick Shock. Okay. So Shock versus Straff. I wonder who technically wins that engagement. Shock versus Straff is certainly quite an engagement. Quite a unique setup, I'd say. So we're still bringing troops around. And still in repairs. And he's rushing for this MG-34. Grabbing off the ground. And the Lieutenant remains in the front line behind the sandbag. It's good to see the MD-44 100 rounds being used so much. You're playing a staff division. It is a very good weapon to have. And he's getting up here to help repair the Panzer II. It's another grenadier that moves up. We've not seen many penal troopers being used. I guess they're just picking a commander for the other utility it can bring, like as we sure saw with the Baby Tiger. And of course the MD-44 100 rounds. Which I feel is just a very good upgrade to get if you're playing this stuff. And it's sure that you can play the commander very differently and then just use a lot of penal troopers. You don't have to use a lot of staff troopers after all. MD-44's on the move. Which despite the Panzer II's increased armor, it cannot deal with. But the T-44 does have an actual cannon. Oh, good rifle grenade there again. These grenadiers have been on point with those rifle grenades. You're a pretty damn good job. So the Soviets heading southwards to clean this area out. Even though there's got a shock troopers here. But some mines have been laid. There's some Sprengminen though, so I don't think it's gonna be as dangerous. The military police heading to the front line. Putting a grenade there, smoke grenade by most of it. Covering their flank a little bit as they approach. And the Baby Tiger's ready for action again. Pack gun is being prepared by the Germans. Shock was heading into the town now. Or the village. Pulling up behind the T-54 and actually getting around the flank now. They're working to get around. Now they're just falling up close. Ripping into them with their PPSHs and their instant grenades. Inuna gets cleared out. The structure was continuing to advance. Getting out the Lieutenant as well. One coming opens fire. And it's very little to stop the T-54. Back forward here is rolling out though, but can the Panzer II hold on long enough?
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
And yes, might be in trouble. It's trying to get shots on the Panzer II. Fails to penetrate. Oh, target the frets, doing some mobility damage, but not enough. And he has suffered casualties though and died. I feel the target fetch should actually just immobilize the enemy. So just deals 2 levels of mobility damage. Oh. Okay, so it's actually intended that way. Good to see, but it didn't feel like it did 2, only did 1. That might need to be looked at in the future. Pack 40 is present here. Manned by some German penal troopers too.
Ready. Our MG-42s have arrived. Grenadiers ready.
Or is it the penal troopers? I'm not sure. A Bewahrungsbataillon.
Einsatzbereit.
So these are penal troopers, I think. These are reserved infantry, I think. Infantry Ersatzbataillon, I think. The reservists. Yeah, that's an easy way to say it.
Shock troops here.
So it's now stake their claim here to this village. It's going to be very hard to push them out of it, I think. Have to turn the move again. And we now have a squad of shock troopers on the field. Let's bring out a lot more of their elite infantry to this battle. Prepare to spearhead through. Wir haben attacked up for the Panzerhalle, or Fahrzeughalle. So that means they can actually start to get some actual vehicles. Pack 40 is waiting patiently in order to hold fire. Both sides still playing it quite quiet. You can hear the birds singing despite everything. Panzer IV is being requisitioned by the Wehrmacht, which can certainly stand up against the T-54 if it's used correctly.
You need fire support?
It's so quiet.
Pack crew is ready.
The side is ready to make a move.
Pioneers ready.
At least yet. Guess the Wehrmacht is waiting for that Panzer IV-H. He's responded by some shock troopers.
We can see them before they see us. Panzer IV ready.
That's just been equipped with a flare launcher. Very fascinating. I'm not sure it works as intended.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
Matsu moves about here. Pressing the shock troopers. Force them off. Oh, gets hit by the T-54 though. Indian block is on fire. Looks like actually just managed to get out of dodge. That's why he needs to quickly get to the front. T-54 could just hunt down the Panzer II, but it was like it doesn't want to do that just yet. Okay, he is here to support the Panzer IV. Another Panzer IV being prepared. The Wehrmacht is going to go into more Panzer IV usage here today. Not a bad thing, all things considered.
Yes?
Panzer IV ready.
Looks like he needs some repairs.
Turret has been installed, Zafir.
They're just here to ensure that the Panzer II will make it back. Though it's still useful. Volkswagen has pretty good at stopping infantry pushes after all. They know where the T-54 is, they just need to get sight on it.
Ready for orders.
Panzer IV has a fancy looking ideas. Gets a good shot there.
Panzer IV standing by.
It's blitzing forwards. And takes out the T-54.
Panzer IV is ready for battle. Enemy
And the Panzer IV goes in the offensive.
fresh officer has arrived. We need orders.
Needs to be careful near the tank hunters though. They're trying to get up there with a captured Panzerfaust.
Territory.
The machine guns on the Panzer IV is just too much. So it's the Grenadiers supporting it. Very well played here from Lennox, keeping troops near to cover it. And here comes another Panzer IV. It's going to do much against these tanks. This is going to be well positioned.
Anti-tank gun is ready for action. Panzer IV standing by.
So it's an OS in trouble. Panzer IVs can do a lot of work when used in the right way.
Awaiting orders.
I think it was the most widespread kind of the German tanks would be the Panzer IV. Very good and reliable medium tank. All things considered for the German side, where reliability was not really that often the thing. Tank guns going about. They've got an extra man. It's a Panzer IV being used. Hits the Panzer IV, and that's going to force it back. He's going to try to get flanking shots in, but gets shot at from the Grenadiers up there. And he's been quite efficient at supporting. Very good to see from NRS. Anti-infantry and fragmentation being used there. 5-star shock trooper squad. Grenadiers meanwhile suffering losses over the northern flank. Having a smoke rate to ran by themselves some time, but again still get mowed down.
Enemy has killed a machine gun crew. Panzer IV standing by.
But the Wehrmacht, I still think, have the upper hand right now. Those Panzer IVs have just been used very well, in my opinion.
Panzer IV standing by.
And the Panzer II is also ready for action again to support.
Enemy squad is struck deep and short.
As was one being loaded here, and the CIS is too close.
Fresh grenadier squad.
And just gets mowed down a machine gun and the high explosive round. So he needs to figure out something else. These Panzer IVs are just causing so much havoc. You don't know, pushing up and running him straight into a great assault. Oh, looks like the Cosmos being equipped with some PPS 43s. He still cannot really get close to the Panzer IVs. As you can see, the machine guns are just too much. Plus the autocannon. The conscript does make it. He is a veteran conscript, which is probably why he has the PPS 43, to be honest.
Enemy forces are attempting to capture our territory.
Force trying to get close. This is under a lot of fire here. Okay, the Panzer IV hits the Panzer IV. This gets cleared out though. Watch out, getting around the flank, but there's another Panzer IV to hold the hill further down the street.
We have a fresh grenadier squad.
This is a very good match so far, by the way. Panzer IV's going for rank mover, or at least getting close to the buildings. Just machine guns could open the fire close. Oh, it's using anti-grenade fragmentation grenades. Well, I guess that makes a lot more sense. Just launched them out of the grenade launchers that the German tanks were equipped with. That's actually a very cheap way of doing it in an urban environment when I think about it. So he needs to be cautious around the corner here. This has been recruited, but now it's been suppressed. Now looking good for the crew of the Mthis again. It's just too much out in the open and the infantry force can hit it.
Trying to destroy a structure.
So it's on full retreat. They decide to pull back. They need to reassess their position and do something else. Just staying around here is just a waste of resources, more or less. The Panzer force goes clearing out the position down here. Cleans up the gunner, which means makes it basically a non-threat, which allows the Germans to just push up now. While we're using IS-2 being prepared by the Soviet Union. And that will certainly be a problem here for the Staff Division. They're not really equipped for dealing with an IS-2. I think Leonard knows an IS-2 might be coming. He's probably realized that due to a lack of Soviet armor, Turks have probably just been waiting to be able to requisition an IS-2. Turks getting back into position. Or is it a holding maneuver? He needs to just hold the line until the IS-2 arrives. As the Germans slowly securing the flanks. Just quickly grabbing the Mthis guns again. At least the ones they can get to. Where there's still a lot of machine gun fire. It's not looking that good for the Soviets using those structures. Those structures are about to collapse. Panzer gets around the flank here too. Yeah, the Sturges are just a little bit too much pinned down here. These guns are just too much out in the open. They've seduced a sapper squad, so they quickly get a replacement. The Panzer II is doing a very good job here for the Germans. Oh, they got hit by an AT rifle shot, I think. Just a little bit of military damage, but not too much. This gun has been remanned. The Panzer force just keep them all suppressed and pinned down. It's just arriving though. I don't think the Panzer force are prepared for an IS-2 showing up. In fact, I don't think Leonard is. Well, Leonard is probably anticipating it. Yeah, he hears it. After all, you can hear through the fog of war when it approaches. But he knows it's coming. Oh, this is bad. That's one Panzer IV gone. Guys, 2 is pretty ridiculous as a tank after all. Who can easily be murdered by the shock troopers? Oh. Now the Sirs can probably make somewhat of a comeback. Just putting in the stock here to try and help deal with this situation. Just need some more armor on the field. That's tough to be sure. Don't really get a lot of armor choices later on, so I think the stocks are his best choice. Well, I guess he can get the Broomba, the Stupa, but I don't think the Stupa is a good choice against Knights too. Oh, Panzer IV knows he might be in trouble. Oh my god! High explosive shot just cooks the tank. No need to even use an AP round. And now the Germans are suddenly in very big trouble as this breakthrough tank just showed up. As IS-2 is kind of designed to be like a tank you push into the most terribly armored, or well, fortified enemy position and push through. It's meant to break through that enemy line. Oh, Pack is going to be in trouble there. Oh, they are right in front of it. They can see it, but they're not opening fire because they're gonna get spotted soon anyway, though. They take a shot, but they miss. That's what I get for being penal troopers, I guess. But it was a mine. Very cheeky move over there. German penal troopers have to pull back. Has Denmark's been mine? Oh, he's been laying illegal mines. That was one didn't do anything though. Which it really should. Yeah, so should be just stopped in his tracks instantly. It hits a legal mine. The soldiers realize there's minefields around, so they bring their sappers with minesweepers around too. But I applaud Ironside for laying mines already. It's just a shame they don't really seem to work that well in Ironside compared to Spearhead. So we need to see assault again. And the advantage of that IS-2 is they can only be in one place at one time. But the Syscon should be able to take out a under 2 if they're lucky. Look about allowing that structure. Takes out the building. This village is indeed being reduced to smoking rubble. IS-2 looks like it's having engine problems, probably because they tried to drive it too fast. Oh! That high explosive round is just so painful. Stocker's going for it! That's risky! Doesn't do anything. It's clean on one shot. I'm not sure what the stock expected. I applaud Ironside for being so aggressive still despite facing an IS-2 though. Oh, she's trying to get close. Oh, he's trying to get close. The closer is the higher penetration chance he does have. So far, no luck. Oh, the Panzer IV is going for it. He needs to get around it. Oh, it's flying very close here. And the IS-2 can really do the same.
We are losing a sector.
Oh, this is bad for the Panzer IV. Oh! Oh! Smoke shield being used there. Very good play there from Mthis. Very aggressive, but almost played out. And the Panzer IV is still alive. That's just a sign of how good Mthis is. Panzer IV pulls back for its repairs. Look at Ladung there. Most of this town is just completely gone. Oh no, Panzer IV's not moved back yet.
Attempting to steal our sector.
Panzer meanwhile advances down here, cleaning out the Syscon. Yeah, bunker's never gonna be an issue with a Panther II around like that. You can see how aggressive this thing is when it's being used right. It just tears through everything. All the things it can fight, it just tears straight through. Right, the Panther II is pretty underappreciated in my opinion. Lux and the baby tiger can do a lot of work for you. Another Panzer IV arriving. Panzer IV being repositioned. Another IS-2 being prepared by the Soviet Union. Just going all in on the IS-2s right now. I guess this is Mano's best way of getting through this. I guess some T-34s could also help, but Leonard's has been very diligent at just bleeding him out. He feels like. Just gonna move southwards here. Just sitting up and waiting probably to see what the looks if it makes a move, or well the Panther II. Now it's nice and calm for the moment. Structure was heading southwards though.
Our opponents are seizing
German leftovers remain on the flank here.
Panzer IV is ready for battle.
Panther II opens fire on the shock troopers. And IS-2 ready for action again. Meanwhile, the Germans secured an open flank again. Panzer IV and Kettenhund on the move. Assume some of the Regelmines still present. Yeah, looks like it. And another Panzer IV arriving. Germans have gotten a surprisingly armored force here for the Slav Division. Germans have to pull back as the IS-2 shows itself. Ow! And there goes the Penal Trooper squad entirely. Those Straftroopen got a sentence cut very short with death.
MG-42 turret is ready.
Germans have secured an open fuel point. There's been no Soviet attempt to try and hold them. At least not yet. Of course that could change. But IS-2 is on the move here. Panther II is just taking long-range shots with the soldier cannon.
Our territory.
So the pack is ready to be rolled out.
Gun has arrived.
And yes, it's secured more ground. Oh, he's able to capture ground really quick. He must have gotten the upgrade called Marktwacht am Rhein. Oh, he does have Marktwacht am Rhein. I guess he just captured that fast. He does have rapid mobilization though, which means he can replace his losses a little bit easier, I think. That's actually a really good upgrade now that I look at it, because it also reduces upkeep. And that's actually a really good upgrade to just get more men on the field. Just at least a few reserves of the Wehrmacht.
We have liberated this sector. Einsatzbereit.
The Germans are securing a bit of the town again and moving up. Panzer IV stands to really be here in numbers. But that IS-2 is showing its rear. I also like how the crew in the Panzer II was really horrified the instant they realized it was an IS-2. So that's a nice little bit of voice acting from the original game. Panzer IV going to converge on it. That's a good shot there. Smoke round on it. Oh, that's actually really smart. Because if you fire a smoke round, it's unable to fire its armor-piercing bullets, or armor-piercing round. Panzer IV also rushing it. I'm supposed to fail to do anything there. Very aggressive play of the Panzer IV here from Mthis. This really shows they know what they're doing. I'm supposed to almost destroy the Panzer IV there though. One Panzer IV gets cleared out by a high explosive.
Our panzer forces have been reduced by one.
Most of our rounds being used, but they're missing. They're hitting the record of the other Panzer IV. And smoke canisters are being used as well. It gets cleared out there, another ammo rack. But the Panzer Force is suffering heavy losses, but they almost took out an IS-2. This kind of just shows how powerful the IS-2 is. Even with high explosive rounds, they can just destroy German tanks. Especially at the size of the Panzer IV, obviously. Our Panzer IV pulls back for repairs. Yeah, I'm certainly feeling a little bit hurt at this point, I reckon. It's just quickly being repaired. The Soviets are a little bit under infantry in my opinion though, mostly sappers and the shock troopers, but not really much else. The man could probably do with a little bit more infantry. We do have some Storm Pioneers now coming out here for the Staff Division. Not a unique unit available to them. Very aggressive combat engineers. Meant to assault heavily fortified enemy positions. This was almost cleaned out that Grenadier squad. Oh, Ice is still going for it. Man takes out the Panzer II there. Here comes Storm Pioneer. Equipped with some PBSAs from the Eastern Front, which they are on, so that makes sense. Very good clean corners, yeah, because I think these guys can do this tactical advance move, where they stop running, but they start moving very slow, but it'll be a lot more accurate and fire almost immediately when they encounter an enemy. Very good for like in urban environments. Flamethrower as well as the PBSA. Interesting decision for them.
We are losing a sector.
The Soviets are still trying to secure ground again here. Hitler is pulling back. The Germans are having issues leaving these ISs. What can they really do? And the Panzer IV uses of Lenris is really impressive. The fact they almost got an IS-2 with using 3 Panzer IVs is very impressive. Especially how they used them and just were so aggressive with them. I've not seen such aggressive Panzer IV play against an IS-2 in a very long time. The IS-2 is just so dangerous. So dangerous. You need to be very, very careful if you're fighting it. Let's form the southern flank and coming another IS-2. High explosive rounds. If your arms be loaded by the IS-2, might be too late for this Panzer IV. I'll use the smoke rounds, very smart. That actually saves it. Very well played there from Lenris, I must say. Lenris is doing amazingly with those Panzer IVs, despite the circumstances. I would not be able to pull off those things that he is. That's for damn certain. More Panzer IVs are arriving still. Jockeys have spotted the pack. I was trying to take a chance to hit the rear of this IS-2 but failed. Okay, doing this Scheme 9 these sappers here.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
Oh, everything gets lit up by IS-2. Oh, looks like all the Panzer IVs converging. He's being very aggressive with them again. I like to use the smoke rounds. This is how you use smoke rounds. It saves your ass. Like, look how well Lenris is doing this. He's fighting an IS-2 by being aggressive with the Panzer IVs. He's to keep advancing. He's almost got it. And he got one. See, that is very well played. But the other IS-2 is still trying to get creep up there. I applaud Lenris' this Panzer IV play. This is very impressive to watch. But the other IS-2 is slowly arriving. It has taken some damage though. Not sure from a mine or something, or it might have been a Panzerfaust. It might have actually been a pack from the flank here. Took out the gun. The Panzer IVs need to pounce. Needs to move quick too. There's a lack of Soviet at the tank. They do have a Syscon here. Smoke round. Oh, again. Linus is using amazingly well with the smoke rounds. That's why you need to use smoke rounds. They can really just change the battlefield for you. I am honestly impressed with the panzer tactics Linus is using. Saving his ass on several occasions. Definitely a very good game. I'm glad it was sent in to me. This one has been very much worth watching due to this amazing panzer play. Panzer 4 needs repairs and looks like the Pioneers are working on that. And with the Kettenhunde will try and secure ground again. The Germans do not have a lot of terrain after all. There's some staff troop now being prepared and another stuck. Replacement IS-2 is being prepared by the Soviet Union.
AT gun here. Pioneers.
Ready for orders.
Germans are quickly securing as much territory as they can here. But the Soviets probably trying to figure out what they can do from this. Probably need to keep the IS-2s together to have the best chance. This is what I wager.
Pioneers ready for anything. Pioneers reporting objective. Ready.
IS-2 here.
And well, it just becomes quiet again.
Stormgeschütz is ready for use. Enemy forces are capturing our supplies.
The Germans slowly pushing up now. Panzer 4 supporting the infantry pretty well.
You need something?
We have secured the sector.
An army at your service.
No smoke round there.
Officer.
To cover the approach of the Kettenhunde.
Yeah.
That's why you need to use smoke. It's just such a good tactical advantage to be able to do it. I get down smoke right there. Buying Linus more time and allows him to pull the Kettenhunde a little bit further back. That's a lot of shock troopers though. Shock troopers are very effective infantry. At least when they get it close enough. IS-2's advancing now. That's supposed to use a rear to converge. That's a high AP round being fired. Don't think that Linus sees this tank. Yep, and there goes one Panzer 4. Linus didn't realize he was being incited in by the IS-2 here. But IS-2's arriving. Doom Pioneers are just waiting around. Kettenhunde gets pinned now by the high explosive round. Stalker is trying to get on the flank here. There's the penetrate. Here comes the second IS-2. He's setting up for permanent for very rapid firing mode by essentially the driver moving to help the loader. Oh, another good shot there from the Panzer 4. Let's go back supposed to run on it. Oh! And there goes the ammo cooking out.
We have lost a Panzer.
The Stark is trying to do his best here. Has to pull back.
New Grenadier squad is ready.
And if Mano just keeps the IS-2s together, that'll be very hard to deal with. Because that's double the big gun. I think the advantage Linus had before was that the IS-2s were separated. And when they're separated, they are easy to pounce on with a lot of medium tanks. Recon team for the Soviet Union as well. Keep an eye on some things. Staff's trying to hold his flank here.
Der Sturmgeschütz
Bogenschütz is ready for use.
Let's see how much they can be relied on in this case, though. This is a very good game. Nice for some round reloaded. Misses. And that's avoiding southwards. I don't think the Germans can do much more once these IS-2 start advancing. Assault's now beginning. Let's try to focus on the stock first. Clears it out. This Panzer IV might be in trouble too. That's not backing off. And bam. Cleaned out. Now there's very little threat here as the shuttle advance and clean out Leninist positions. Leninist surrenders at this point. Very good game. Very good game. Very well played from Leninist. He did amazing with those Panzer IVs, all things considered. I am honestly shocked how well he was doing with them. Take this as a lesson to how to use Panzer IVs against something heavier they normally cannot deal with. Use lots of smoke and just pounce on them. Worked really well. But the Soviets won in the end. Until next time, everyone. Bye bye.